What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a shock name facing Roman Reigns, Netflix censor Raw again, is Roman Reigns the most overrated wrestler in history, a SummerSlam match was almost called off, WWE's greed has been called out again, The Undertaker's daughter joining WWE almost changed the SummerSlam match outcome, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on our new Facebook page. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at a shock name facing Roman Reigns. Now, our top story today looks at a huge WWE announcement relating to World Champion Roman Reigns and who could be facing him next month in Mexico City. Following Rey Mysterio and Reigns' conversation on Raw this week, Mysterio has confirmed that WWE will be launching a tournament featuring luchadors from Raw, SmackDown, and AAA. The winner of this tournament will meet Roman Reigns for the world title next month in Mexico City. This is a significant development as it will mark Reigns' first TV defense in a number of years, and it's been 577 days since his last Raw match. But when it comes to the fan favorite for the match, the common consensus is that fans want Penta to win, as Penta vs Reigns has been a dream match for fans for some time. However, it doesn't look like Penta vs Reigns is the direction as things stand. According to the Observer Radio, the current favorite to win the entire tournament is El Grande Americano, played of course by Ludwig Kaiser. According to the source, this isn't yet locked in, but this will be a major plot twist as nobody could see this outcome coming. El Grande Americano is heavily over in Mexico, so it could make for a very good match. The only thing is that Roman Reigns is still a babyface in WWE, so is he going to get booed heavily in this match? Next up, a WWE star confirms Brock Lesnar went off script. And we now have direct confirmation that Brock Lesnar went totally off script at SummerSlam last weekend. Lesnar would cut a post-match promo when he passed the torch to Obafemi, and according to WWE star The Miz during an interview with TMZ, Lesnar did indeed go off. I think everyone was shocked about Brock Lesnar, and it wasn't the fact that he lost, it was the fact that after the match, he was walking out of the ring and then turned back around and basically, as we call it, gave Obafemi the rub. Which people don't understand. Creative didn't tell him. Brock does what Brock wants to do. The WWE has since confirmed the former WWE champion will be going in the Hall of Fame, with it being heavily rumored that Lesnar will be inducted next year in Saudi Arabia. Next up, Netflix censors Raw again. And Netflix has done it again, and they've censored WWE's flagship show. On Raw this week, Becky Lynch stated the following line to Liv Morgan saying, "You're not even the greatest women's champion to sleep with Dominic Mysterio." And now Netflix has decided to completely take the line out of the broadcast. And there could be a number of reasons why Netflix made this edit, as number one, the line was off script, as fans firmly believe that this line wasn't in Lynch's initial script for Raw. This is supported by the fact that all three members of the Judgment Day almost broke character by laughing, so maybe they were totally caught off guard by it. And number two, it's not in line with Netflix values. Netflix has been keen to censor WWE shows as much as humanly possible in 2026. From bloodshed to cursing, Netflix clearly wants WWE and their product to be a PG-style presentation, and this is the most likely reason for the censorship. This is a complete contradiction to what fans were advertised when it came to the Netflix partnership. It's becoming increasingly frustrating. What do you guys think of this line being removed from Netflix replays? Next up, Roman Reigns is called the most overrated wrestler ever. A podcast host Conrad Thompson has now sparked a huge debate on social media after describing Roman Reigns as the most overrated main eventer in WWE history. The discussion followed Reigns' successful World Heavyweight Championship defense against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, and while Eric Bischoff also acknowledged the quality of the match, he admitted that the rivalry failed to capture his interest. He argued that both performers are established stars, but WWE needs to introduce something different to make this story feel fresh and compelling. But then Thompson offered a much stronger criticism of Reigns and WWE's long-term commitment to presenting him as one of the company's biggest stars. I'm going to give you a hot take that's going to annoy you and probably piss you off, but here it goes. I think Roman Reigns is probably the most overrated main eventer in WWE history. Like, I know this isn't a wrestling term, it's a music term, but Roman Reigns is what music would call an industry plant. I don't think if Roman Reigns disappears tomorrow, WWE's fortune changes at all. I think they pushed him so hard against the grain, down our throats is the phrase that Triple H would use about why they're not pushing Braun Breaker. Well, they pushed Roman down our throats forever. Eric Bischoff even agreed with Conrad Thompson. Thompson went even on to question whether Reigns has the same passionate connection with the audience as other major WWE stars, despite being positioned at the top of the company for more than a decade. No, he wasn't taking a shot at Roman Reigns' talent, but instead of the WWE's sustained push that has elevated his perceived importance beyond the individual impact he believes that Reigns actually has on the company. What do you guys think? Is Roman Reigns one of the most overrated stars in WWE history? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a WWE champion defends the producer. Michael Hayes came under fire for his negative comments regarding Chelsea Green on WWE Unreal. Hayes stated that Green isn't at the level of names such as Charlotte Flair, and this naturally angered fans. Hilariously, when Green won the interim women's title at SummerSlam last weekend, she dedicated the win to Michael Hayes, and during an interview with CBS Sports, she confirmed that Hayes didn't mind the shout-out. He can dish it, but he can also take it. I sent him a text this morning. Have you seen that I dedicated the title to you? He loved it. He was laughing. He's such a good sport. And I wish that what he said wasn't cropped and edited to make it seem like that's all he said, because I know in my heart that he probably had a million kind of things to say about me. Green would then add what Hayes stated was the truth, and she's ultimately glad he said what he did. At the end of the day, what he said was the truth. It was a truth in that moment. It was his truth. It was creative's truth. It might have been Triple H's truth, I don't know. I'm totally glad he said it. No regrets. WWE is officially labeling Green's reign as an official world title reign, which means that when Rhea Ripley returns to television, there will be 2 active world champions on the SmackDown brand. Next up, a SummerSlam match almost called off. Brie Bella was injured at SummerSlam this past weekend, and it drastically altered the plans for the match. Brie was supposed to be involved in a number of key spots, yet these were cancelled due to her injury. Brie was even supposed to be involved in the beatdown of Paige, however, this was also scrapped. According to Brie on her YouTube channel, the injury was so significant that WWE officials wanted to call the match off, yet she persevered and wanted to finish the match. When you broke your ankle, you continued the match, and then I broke my shoulder. It's so funny because you and I don't know if it's because we're people pleasers, but the whole time in my head I'm like, no, I've got to stay in so Nikki can get the hot tag. They were telling me stay down, or they were thinking about calling the match. And I'm like, no. Even if I was in crazy pain, all I could think about was Nikki's got to hit that comeback. And this is a testament to Brie's willpower. And she also confirmed that she doesn't need surgery for the injury. But while she rests up, we're wishing the former Divas champion a speedy recovery. Next up, a WWE star staying off television. Speaking of the Bella twins, it also looks probable that Nikki Bella stays off TV while her sister recovers. Speaking on their YouTube vlog, Nikki stated that she may stay off TV so the twins can return to WWE programming together. I don't want to do it alone, and part of me feels like I just need to stay back with you and just wait for us to come back in together. It's already been a one-on-one, and I just don't want to do this again without you. Now, whilst this may sound drastic to some, Nikki makes a compelling point. WWE will now have to move forward with a feud between Nikki and Paige, and WWE will have to explain to the audience why Brie isn't on television and isn't involved in the rivalry in any capacity. Next up, WWE going too far with their greed. TKO continues to be called out for their sheer greed in running WWE. SummerSlam was yet another example of TKO taking things too far, and this was seen throughout the 2-night event, with one specific example being Chad Gable's title celebration turning into one big advertisement for Mug Root Beer. Fans aren't the only one calling out TKO, as former WWE employee Jonathan Coachman has completely had enough of the greed. Speaking on his podcast this week, Coachman stated, "If TKO was not chasing every last dollar, Mark Shapiro did an earnings call for TKO, and they said they got 2 focuses. The fan experience and also profitability, and not necessarily in that order." His words, not mine. Coachman will question what the fan experience is, as fans are bombarded with ads, and it's a terrible viewing experience for fans. What is the fan experience? We at home are part of the fan experience too. We were bombarded with Wingstop ads, Cody Rhodes had to come out in Street Fighter gear, we got vignettes, we got promos, I got 2 half shows. If that's a fan experience, I had a terrible time. That's not often we say this, but Coachman is absolutely spot on here. The PLE's WWE offer feel like one big advertisement, and the matches exist on the show just to plug certain sponsors. It's getting increasingly frustrating as the art of actual wrestling is being lost in favor of greed. Coachman would also like to take aim at WWE for using their 2-night format for shows, as he believes it's too much, and it's only being done as TKO are trying to squeeze out every last cent that they can out of the fans, as well as advertisers. Next up, a former WWE name shocked by release. The release of the Wyatt Six faction came as a major surprise earlier this year. Whilst the booking of the faction was a mixed bag, they were still incredibly popular, and they moved a ton of merchandise for the company. In his first interview post-WWE release, Wyatt Six member Joe Gacy stated that he was shocked by the group's release, especially when it came to the firing of Bo Dallas. Speaking on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, he mentioned, "We were surprised as well, and I know we were talking about it. I'm shocked that they let all of us go. I'm shocked that they let Taylor, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy go. I thought for sure it's going to be us. He'll still be there doing something." Gacy recently returned to the independent scene where he's proceeding to go on a tag team run with fellow Wyatt Six member Dexter Lumis. Next up, CM Punk's next rivalry revealed. CM Punk is now set to feud with Kevin Owens on the SmackDown brand. However, before WWE commits to that highly anticipated rivalry, looks like Punk could be the target of former US champion Trick Williams. Speaking to ESPN Houston, Williams stated that he has a redemption arc to go on, and this could involve coming for CM Punk and the WWE title. "Look man, I've got some retribution to do. What does that look like? I'm not sure yet. Do I want the United States Championship? Maybe. Do I want something different? I had an encounter with CM Punk the night before. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to set my attention to. I have a couple of days to think about it." I was reported after SummerSlam that Williams is set to move on from the US title picture, and as things stand, he's one of the favorites to win the Money in the Bank contract in 10 weeks' time. Next up, The Undertaker's daughter joining WWE. The Undertaker believes there is now a strong possibility that his daughter Kai could eventually follow her parents into professional wrestling and pursue a career with WWE. The 14-year-old daughter of The Undertaker and former WWE Women's Champion Michelle McCool has already demonstrated an interest in the business, as she appeared in various training videos at the WWE Performance Center, suggesting that she's beginning to explore wrestling at a very young age. During an appearance on Insight where Chris Van Vliet admitted that his daughter joining WWE is very likely, although he has mixed feelings about the possibility, saying, "Unfortunately, probably yes. I wake up every morning and I do a little body assessment like what's working today, what isn't working. I'm not discouraging her from it, but those are the kind of things. Obviously the grind is not like it was when I came up, but I hate thinking of one of my children having to wake up and be in pain like that. But that's just being a dad. If it's in her heart and that's what she wants to do, then obviously I'll do everything in my means to make sure that she does it right." She's kinda stuck on that flippy-do stuff. She's taken my rope walking and added a flip to it. It's almost like a "see what I can do dad. You never did that. Okay, alright." I'd be crazy to have a second-gen star of The Undertaker in WWE in a few years' time. And finally, WWE changed the SummerSlam match outcome. Our final story today looks at the original plans for SummerSlam 2026 as WWE changed a major match finish on the show. According to Self-Made, the original finish for Liv Morgan vs Io Sky was supposed to see Sky winning the world title. Io Sky was expected internally to win this match over a month ago, and when I spoke to people in the company, the belief had been that the working plan for some time was going to be where they do a Stephanie Vaquer Liv Morgan non-title program in the fall. This definitely would have shaken up the women's division, but WWE has decided to go with a three-way feud between Morgan, Vaquer, and Becky Lynch. It's unclear where Sky fits in with the current creative plans, yet she remains one of WWE's most popular names, so hopefully she's not out of the world title picture for long. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.